Colin Mahern, videogamer.com. You've been playing Hitman 2, which is the sequel, strangely, to Hitman, the Hitman of 2 years ago. Is this the truth?
That is the truth.
What is it all about? Is it still about the fella with the barcode? Do you finally scan the barcode and find out how much he costs?
Sadly not. There is no supermarket level. Maybe something for Hitman 3? Finally get to the bottom of that. That would be nice. So in Hitman 2, you, Agent 47, and your handler and fellow ICA agent Diana Burnwood are doing missions for an organisation, a shady world-ruling organisation called Providence. And the leader of Providence wants you to hunt down the Shadow Client, who is the guy you were doing missions for in the first one, because the Shadow Client wanted you to take down Providence. Do you follow? The leader of Providence says that if you do that, Agent 47 and Diana Burnwood will be given details on Agent 47's past. Something they have been searching 20 years for, Josh.
Madness.
A long old time. And it's pretty poor. It's not memorable in any conceivable way. Bar the end, the closing moments you will remember and do set up Hitman 3 quite well. The rest of it, I even struggled to remember it just now. So, not fantastic. And the cutscenes as well have been downgraded an awful lot from Hitman of 2016. Now they are effectively still images that zoom in and out with a little bit of shimmering in the background every now and again. You have the voiceovers over the top just spouting utter jargon. But yeah, just feels a bit cheap, really. So, and look, I get it. You don't come to Hitman for the story, but still, imagine how good this series could be if the story was a bit better. Just even a small bit.
Enough about the story. Tell me about the maps.
So you have 6 maps. You have a 7th, but we'll get on to that. There are 6 proper Hitman level locations in this. There's Hawke Bay, New Zealand, which is just a beach, and there's a beach house. There is Miami, which its main attraction is an F1 style racetrack, but if you delve a little bit deeper, you'll find a robotics facility. You'll find an aquarium. It's just a big, large scale event. There's a Colombian village called Santa Fortuna that has levels to it, because as well as what's above ground, you have underground smuggling caves as well, cocaine fields and big drug lord mansions. There's Mumbai, which is an overcrowded city effectively, where you have to deal with bumping into people and trying to get around them in these small little laneways, as well as sort of faux Bollywood glamour in and about the place. There is what probably is my favourite, maybe not as big as the other maps, but you have Whittleton Creek, effectively suburban America. It's quite peaceful, it's quite nice, and you're there to fuck shit up. And there is also quite a comically over-the-top, dark and dreary, again, event similar to Miami level as well. They all have their own character, they all differ appropriately and nicely from the last one when you're playing them in sequence. Except for the first one. The first one feels, whilst it's not a tutorial, the tutorial in Hitman 2 is actually the tutorial from the first game. It feels a bit like an exercise, a learning exercise, I suppose. But still, each map is of varying quality, but for the most part, really, really good.
Hitman isn't just about playing the maps once, it's about going back over and over and over and over and over and over again to kill people in lots of different ways. Are there enough challenges here for you to do that? Did you do it?
Yes, multiple times. Each level will take you about an hour to maybe 2 hours, I suppose, when you first embark on your killing spree. But after that, obviously, you learn the map because you're doing it so much. Hitman is effectively a puzzle game. It's a score attack game where you want to learn of all the available solutions to you. So in Hitman 2, you have these things called mission stories, which I believe they were called opportunities in the first one, where you'll hear NPCs talking to each other about one of the persons of interest. Then a little marker will pop up telling you to go to this location, and when you see that through to the end, it's just wonderful because of how silly it is to see Agent 47 dressed as a portrait painter or a barber or a postman. When you play it the first time through, you will kill them however you kill them, but you'll definitely have the urge to go back and see how another thread would have played out. Grabbing those challenges, bumping up your score, climbing up the leaderboard, it's terrific. You will definitely want to go back again and again.
But you're giving it all that and a bag of crisps, but I've actually seen you play, and I would have said that you're a bit more of a shit man than a hitman. Wouldn't you say that is the case, in fact?
No, I wouldn't say that, Josh, actually.
Oh, right.
I'd actually... I would refrain from answering that, to be honest.
Well, I mean, it would be better if you did, because we're only halfway through.
Okay, alright. Sometimes it doesn't go swimmingly for me. That's fine, though, because developer IO Interactive creates these wonderful playgrounds that give you all the tools to do things brilliantly, if you can, but if the shit hits the fan, there's no hassle at all. Run away from the scene, kill someone else, grab their disguise, hide yourself from the guards that are chasing you down. And then, again, you are but invisible to onlookers and you can go about your job. Hitman is just as good when things go badly as it is when things go well. It's about the madcappery that the game presents to you and that you just submerge yourself in.
It sounds quite a bit like the first game, and by the first game I mean the sixth game. Are there any changes in this one?
There are some changes, subtle ones. Not many. So those mission stories that I mentioned, when you're following that thread, maybe an item of interest pops up on the map that you have to go to and collect or whatever. You will get one of those old style 80s WWF inset promos in the corner of the screen where it will show you where that person or item is. And when an NPC becomes suspicious of you, then you'll also see their location in the corner of the screen. So some small little changes like that. There's also, you can blend in crowds. Apparently improved AI. Now, that's what IO have said. I'm not so sure. They have brilliant eyesight from afar, sometimes laser vision, aggravatingly so. But up close, sometimes their eyes let them down. Maybe they wore the wrong prescription on the day, because you can be crouched down behind them and they should be able to see out of the corner of their eye, but they don't. But again, these are the little quirks we love about Hitman, I suppose, aren't they? I get that diehards would have kicked up all sorts of fuss if they had tinkered maybe a little bit too much with the formula that found them so much success. But I would have liked a little bit more innovation when it comes to the single player the Hitman experience. Something within the actual core gameplay would have been nice.
I don't like other people, so tell me why I'd want to play with other people in a Hitman game. I've heard tell of ghost mode. Is that bollocks?
No, it is 100% fact, Josh, and it's a brilliant fact as well. It's an utter delight. Ghost mode is a 1v1 competitive mode where at launch you only have the Miami map available to you. The others are coming shortly, apparently. And if you're the first person to nab 5 kills or 5 points, then you win. Yeah, you get those points by killing these randomly designated targets scattered across the map, and you lose points if you kill any innocents. Now, the thing about this is both you and your opponent are living in your own little worlds. You can see their model running about the map, but what they do in their world doesn't influence your world, and vice versa, unless you use things like ghost items, such as a ghost coin. Like in Hitman fashion, when you fling a coin and it hits the ground, people around the place will react to it. So you can do that. There's a strategic element basically to this, because you can influence their world that way, but not others. It's so good. Like really, it's phenomenal. And I, as I say, can't wait until there are more maps available and more people playing the game.
And also, don't forget about Hitman Sniper Assassin. I really enjoyed that. It was released as a pre-order bonus before the game came out. It can be played solo or in co-op and has you sitting on a hill with a high-powered rifle.
That's yeah.
Thanks. In summary, did you enjoy Hitman 2?
Very much so. Now, I very much enjoyed Hitman brackets 2016 as well. And if you enjoyed Hitman brackets 2016, you will enjoy Hitman 2 also. It has all of the brilliant moments from the first game. And they are equally as brilliant here too. It's a Hitman-y Hitman sequel, and it's very, very good at being a Hitman-y Hitman sequel.